everyone, and welcome to Whisky Wednesday. Today I'm chatting to you about this awesome limited edition from a distillery that, if you don't know already, I really like. So this is the Glen Scotia Ruby Port Finish Peated edition. This was launched for the Campbeltown Whisky Festival. There's about 2,400 bottles of it. I've already got 2 of them. This one is open, so I can share it all with you. It is a 10-year-old whiskey, 2008 vintage, finished in ruby port barrels for about 6 months, I believe. Bottled at 57.8% cask strength, no colouring, no filtration, all that lovely stuff. And I got to try this at a Loch Lomond tasting with Ibon, who is their brand ambassador. Amazing guy. If you ever see him do a tasting event, get involved. It's funny, it's informative, it's everything you could ever want it to be. I've told you loads of facts about Glen Scotia in previous videos, so we're just going to get on with tasting this because I think you're all going to really like it. I love it. So we're just going to kind of dive in and tell you what's going on. Now, Glen Scotia don't really peat any of their regular range. The Victoriana is peated, and this one is. The nose on this is wonderful. If you like Islay whiskies, you will adore this. It's like a combination of Kalila and Lafroig all put together. You get a kind of chalky, minerally, limestone, ashy smoke kicking in from the background. And then that ruby port barrel delivers like milk chocolate, red currants, cranberries, all these kind of big, rich flavours. Does have a little bit of a sting on the nose. It is nearly 58% alcohol, so don't kind of hold a grudge against it for that. Just tons of fresh berries with smoke. So if you're kind of taking like a some sort of like bramble bush and throwing it on a barbecue, tons of smoke and really big fruity flavours. I found a great quote the other day which says, "Campbeltown whiskies are the bass section of the whiskey orchestra," and this really does kind of fulfil that. Let's taste it. Tastes as good as it smells. No matter which part of your mouth it hits, it instantly dries it out. But it's not unpleasant, and it's like a minerally kind of dryness. It reminds me of like chalk and again limestone. And it continues all the way around your mouth, and you get these elements of chocolate, those red currants, those pomegranate, the cranberry elements, and every time you get a little bit of sweetness, like this smoke just kind of kicks the door down, kicks the fruit out, and then says, "Here I am. This is what this whiskey's about." As I said, the initial taste starts off sweet, and it gets more bitter and more smoky, much more savoury. Ashy is a word that I would use to describe this thing. Kind of like, it tastes like the smell of the day after bonfire night, if that makes any sense. And the finish just gives you these little bits of spice. You would not tell me that that's 57.8%. If I poured it to you blind, you'd probably say like 50, maybe 55. Never would I say that's a cask strength whiskey. It is so delicate, and it is so finessed on the finish. Like Glen Scotia 18, like Glen Scotia 25. Even with the heavily peatedness and that port finish, there's still some elements of Glen Scotia spirit that kick through it. Brilliant bottle. It's like £50 a bottle. I've already got 2. Easy 10. First 10 of the year. Absolutely walks it. No competition in that price range whatsoever, in my mind. Buy it while you can. I'm pretty sure every whiskey specialist in Europe has this. It was just for the festival. 2,400 bottle. Well, 2,398 now because I took 2 of them. So get it while you can. If you like smoke, if you like Campbeltown, if you like sweetness and spice and smoke and lightness and every flavour you can conceivably imagine, pick that up. Glen Scotia Port Finish, 10 out of 10. I'm Phil. This is The Whisky Jar, and I'll see you all next week.